Hello YouTube, this is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with my initial thoughts on Titans Return Highbrow. So, we got the nice Generation 1 looking dual helicopter. Autobot looking, pretty cool, Autobot symbols. Art card, like all the Titans Returns. With their tech specs, he's actually relatively low. Xort is his Titan Master partner, which boosts his skills. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. He's one of the original Headmasters, so having him as a Headmaster, Titan Master thing is really, really awesome. I'm very excited. So, the rotors, they intermesh, they cross. So if you're trying to spin them, they'll jam each other up eventually. But you can get, if you get them spinning right, they actually look kind of cool. For a minute. There. But overall, I really like it. I could definitely see them retooling this into almost like an IDW whirl. If you switch around the way this cockpit moves, if it went this way instead of this way, with the gun up here and just molding these into the arms. Whether they're going to do that or not, I don't know. But what's interesting about this guy is he actually kind of has part of the... Actually, all of this wave have something very similar to another figure, just very, very heavily retooled. So all the transformation stuff is very identical. So in this case, this guy is really close to Scourge, and I'll show you why during transformation. But for fun, we have opening cockpit with Xort. Pretty cool. He is a little loose, on both joints, and I don't know why particularly, but he is. Head on the back, nice highbrow looking. Set him aside. His weapons actually are one of the better ones stored, which also actually have this little peg on them, this little wheel, so the weapons double as landing gear. So it actually, his weapons actually fit on him much better than any of the others. So untab those, and they're pretty cool looking weapons, machine gun style looking handhelds. Pretty cool. They can clip together here. And then they have the pegs inside where you can put a Titan Master. So you can sit down and pilot this, clip on to some of the bigger ones. But set these guys aside for a minute. Front landing gear folds up. And now on to transformation. So once you take off the weapons and remove Xort from the cockpit, what we start with is just untabbing these wing panels. They tab in here. Then we untab the legs. These tab in really tightly. They both tab into each other and the spots right on the actual main body. So once you do that, flip it around. Grab the toes. And there you go. Legs. So this is what I'm talking about with Scourge. He's got the same feet. He really does have the same feet. I went and just snagged him real quick. If you look at him, they're the same mold. for the feet. Also the way the legs work, even though we flip this around, see the same upper legs as well. So like when I was reviewing this guy, I went through we'll probably see the other side of these being used. They did remold this side. They remolded most of the leg, but the functionality and the way they fold up is exactly the same. As well as on Scourge, we have that pull and twist feature. We have the same one built into Highbrow, except we don't twist it. The other armor comes down and blocks it from being twisted. So next step is to fold that right up in there, and then fold down this back panel, flip out the hands, which, if I'm not mistaken, are also the same hands that are on this guy. So they're doing a really good job of recycling the same pieces multiple times and making it look like a completely different Transformer. So once we got it all separated, and throw the guns in his hands, and we take Xort, put his arms down, flip them up, and just tab this in. So, I probably wouldn't have noticed if it was the same if we didn't have the same problem with the head. If you've watched my Scourge video review, I'm not a fan of how the head flops back and forth. It's the only one that does it, except for the same guy here. It's got the same mechanic. The head doesn't clip in all the way, or it doesn't clip in enough, and unlike the others, it doesn't have a ring around it, so it really flops back and forth here. So, not really sure why, other than it just does. But hopefully, because I think in the back of the head, this thing down here is supposed to snap in, but it, for whatever reason, doesn't. Maybe if the head was pushed in that, it might peg in and actually stay in place, but I'll play with that later. Articulation. Nothing in the feet except for the heels. We have the over 90-degree knee bend, swivel, hinge, and ratchet. We have the head motion. We also have a hinge in here, as well as a heavy ball and socket joint in the shoulder. We have a swivel, nicely hidden up here, and a 90-degree elbow. So overall, I think Highbrow is very successful. Definitely a good reuse of a lot of the Scourge parts. My biggest complaint is the head. And I'm just going to grab this paper clip here and see if I can't push that head in place a little bit better. And I did miss a transformation step, my bad. This front panel pulls out like this to create a more non-two-dimensional chest plate. So overall, I really do like the fact they're using these parts in new ways on different figures, and that cuts down on budget, because you only have to design the piece once. So yeah, I appreciate that. Now the head flopping around, if I was doing like stop motion with this would be kind of irritating, but sitting on my shelf, it's probably not going to bother me because it seems to balance itself back out. But overall, pretty cool. So, would I recommend this one? Yes. Would I say it's the best figure? No. Definitely that head is a problem for me, and the looseness of the Titan Master. It's definitely quality control. There's no way about it. That is all quality control, and after seeing this on both Scourge and this figure, I think it's a fault with the actual design, not quality control on the floppiness. Well, with that, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Highbrow with Xort. I am also uploading one about Power Master Optimus Prime today. And next figure I'll be reviewing is Astro Train. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again for watching, and hope you enjoyed.